Derek Landy and Federico Vincentini continue their hilarious and action-packed buddy cop adventure as Bucky and Sam reluctantly join the Natural to take down a group of Hydra soldiers as they search for the new Hydra Supreme Leader. Derek Landy continues to deliver lots of fun moments for our characters this issue, along with some really thrilling action set pieces that wouldn't feel out of place in the upcoming Falcon and Winter Soldier series, and judging from what we've seen in trailers and TV spots, I think some of it from this comic will actually be in the show. I really love Sam and Bucky kinda taking this young boy under their wings per se, and he's still very much within his Hydra ways since he's still killing people, as well as his really warped sense of who or what Captain America is, echoing how some fans actually view the character and really how wrong they can be in what they think he actually stands for and is. I'm enjoying where the overall Hydra story is going as well, and I just love the expansiveness of it and how far we've come from basically it following on from Matthew Rosenberg's Punisher and all the stuff that happened in Secret Empire, and it is building up to a really fantastic finale with Zemo and Veronica, and I'm intrigued to learn what will happen in the finale next issue. Federico Vincentini continues to bring his fast-paced action from his Spider-Man work recently to this series, and here he really gets to cut loose with some fun set pieces. The big one obviously in this issue being the big plane fight and the plane freefall fight, which was really exciting to follow along with, really thanks to Federico's knack for setting out a competent set piece. You never get lost, and it was easy to follow who was where and what was happening, and it was just so much fun to look at. Falcon and Winter Soldier issue 4 was a fantastic penultimate issue to the series that upped the action even more than last issue with a really creative and thrilling set piece. I've enjoyed Sam and Bucky being saddled with this killer kid and how they are trying to convince him that Cap isn't at all what he thinks he is. I'm very much looking forward to the ending, giving the exciting cliffhanger here and exciting action this issue had, and I think we're in for a fun time. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Falcon and Winter Soldier issue 4 finds Veronica Eating calling her parents, telling them the government organization she works for but can't talk about is going to be in the news very soon, so they need to prepare. She tells them that her job was to track down terrorist recruitment centers and kill them off, but while she was doing that, she was giving the best recruits from those centers to Hydra and Baron Zemo. But he's not important anymore since there will soon be a new leader of Hydra and it's going to be her. She tells them that she's been siphoning off the best from Zemo and now she has her own elite squad and she is ready to become the new Hydra Supreme Leader, and it technically makes her a bad guy. Her parents comment about how it all began when she took drugs with her friend, but Veronica knows that it's a lot more than that, not wanting to fight with her parents, only wanting to talk to them since some very horrible things are about to be said about her soon, and lots of people will be coming for her, and even right now, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier are hunting her with a kid called the Natural. As Veronica heads to the plane's hangar where her men are suiting up, she hopes her parents understand that they did nothing wrong and she chose this for herself because she can do a lot of good with it. She hopes her mother will soon tell her father about all of this, and she loves him and her, as her mother says Hail Hydra to her for the first time ever. Hanging up the phone, she tells her men to launch as somewhere over Nevada, Bucky and Sam listen to the Natural go on about how they were the best and they were destined for this, and destined to be good guys who will destroy anyone who will stand in their way. He knows they can do it since they are just like Captain America, but Sam asks if the kid really wants to be like him, and the Natural says he does, since Cap's blood is pure American and it flows red, white and blue. Bucky says that Steve's parents were Irish immigrants and the super soldier serum was developed by Jewish scientists born in Germany. Sam says that Steve embodies America not because he's special, but because he is America. He's what happens when you have a melting pot of different people, ideas and cultures, something the Natural finds it completely boring. The team get ready to leave the plane, with Sam wanting to scout ahead, but soon the plane is besieged by Hydra soldiers. The Natural wants to take this outside, causing him and Bucky to dive out of the plane without parachutes. Falling towards the ground, Sam smashes a soldier into Bucky, so the hero grabs him, knocking him out and unclipping his jetpack to use for himself. Another soldier comes by at Bucky, intent on stabbing him, but Bucky activates the jetpack, blasting the man in the face with it and killing him. Bucky loses control of the jetpack as Sam becomes becomes surrounded. The soldiers come at the hero, but Sam deactivates his wings, causing him to fall faster, allowing him to fall under the soldiers and causing them to crash into one another and explode. The Natural meanwhile finds himself having so much fun, taking the jetpack and mask from one of the goons as Bucky secures himself a mask, allowing him to catch his breath for once. He grabs one of the soldiers, taking his backpack from him as the Natural comes by, finding the Winter Soldier is way ahead of where he thought he would be. Unfortunately, one of the soldiers shoots Bucky's jetpack, causing him to ditch it. The Natural realizes that he could use some help, offering his hand to Bucky, who reluctantly takes it as they finally reach the ground. The Natural thinks that little bit of action was amazing, thinking that they really bonded over that attack. He goes on about wanting to team up again as Bucky tells him to calm down since someone is waiting for them. Nearby there is a Hydra soldier waiting to take them into his car. The heroes are taken to a nearby diner where they meet with Veronica Eden, knowing full well she intends to be the next Hydra Supreme. Veronica tells them not to be so formal, telling them that the rather full diner isn't full of Hydra agents undercover, they are just normal people, so they won't be springing a surprise attack on them since all she wants to do is talk. The heroes sit and listen to Veronica, who knows that they met with Zemo and he tried to convince them that he is the lesser of two evils. She wonders if they know what he's planning, since if he gets command of Hydra again, the country will die a death of 1,000 cuts. Sam asks what she proposes to do once in charge, so Veronica promises that if she is made commander, no innocent people will be targeted. Bucky asks why she of all people is doing this, since she was one of the good guys. Veronica says that it was after the night they spent together, and she realized that she would always come second to Bucky's duty and country. Veronica says that Bucky broke her heart, and how else better to get back his attention than do something like this. After a moment, Bucky says that literally never happened, so Veronica gives up on the joke, calling for some coffee. Sam knows that they are going to arrest her, but before they do, he asks about Sally Mackenzie. Veronica, however, is more interested in the fact that Sam thinks that they are going to arrest her, since she fully intends to walk free from this, while the heroes are being killed. She reveals the squad she sent after them at the house was an attempt to curtail the fallout from the massacre of the OFU, which she feels terrible about, being that they were all her friends. Sam asks why she killed them then, but Veronica says that she didn't order that massacre since the OFU was the perfect cover to find new Hydra recruits, so why would she take that away from herself? She says no one ordered the killings, and that was just a personal call by the Natural. The heroes confront the kid about it, learning that he just got bored and wanted to see if he was the brilliant killer everyone told him he was, and it turns out they were actually right. The Natural gets ready for a fight, told by Veronica he needs to prove it to her, ordering him to show Falcon and Winter Soldier no mercy.